January 2023, and we are a little bit behind, but we are not going to worry about that because January is a whole month. So we have a whole month of stuff to give for you. And I want to say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. I'm Tara Diana. This is Nancy Brady, and we are intuitive mediums. We're doing the work for spirit, for you, with spirit, for you, however you want to look at it. We're doing it. And I hope, and I'm sure Nancy does too, of course, that you guys have, sorry, I'm just looking to change the gallery here. There we go. That you guys had an amazing holiday season, however you celebrated, that you've come into the new year with warmth in your heart, lots of things you want to bring to fruition. And yeah, we're just excited to be back. Nancy.
Yes. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Tara.
Happy New Year, gorgeous. You're back home now. You had a little bit of travel you had to do, hence why we're a little bit delayed. We are a little delayed.
A little delayed. We had to go back home and celebrate an incredible woman's life. And so thank you all for letting me come a little bit late to the party. But we're going to give you an equally amazing January reading. So
I'm looking forward to this. What cards are you using, my beautiful friend?
I am going to use one of my faves, Spirit of the Animal Oracle by Jody Bergsma.
I swear that it must be you that has had me all of a sudden buying all these Oracle cards. And I still have baskets of Oracle cards I haven't touched in forever. Now I'm just going out there and buying them again. I'm using the Sacred Forest Oracle. I never boxes. Some boxes. Oh, the box is up there. The box is somewhere. Doesn't matter. Can't remember who they're by, but you can find them anywhere. The Sacred Forest Oracle. And I love these. Actually, I've got to say, Jenny bought these for me, and I love them.
I think they might be Denise Lynn, but we'll put it in the comments below so you guys can know what decks.
For sure. I will go and find it. You know, it's always good to credit the people that do the work. And unfortunately, I'm the person who's like, I don't care who did it. I don't need to know. I just need to know they resonate with me, and therefore they are used. So let's do this. Nancy, I want to talk a little bit before we get started, like we always do, a little bit of conversation about, you know, what January actually, how it's sitting for us as a collective, as the universal energy. And I don't know about you. I know you're coming off a celebratory event, which also has to do with the crossing, and so you're probably sitting in that family type energy. I'm feeling more the expansion. I'm feeling that 2023 is going to have a lot of hiccups for a lot of people. I feel health, I feel wealth, and I feel that finances are something we should be very cautious with at this time of the year, but specifically this year.
Yeah,
I pick up a lot of that energy.
I definitely feel like we're kind of you know those car shows where you're drifting, like
yes I do. I'm married to a mechanic.
Right, so I just feel like we're screaming into 2023, but I do feel that, you know, it is going to have to be a cautious year, or at least a month. You know, I feel as we're sort of starting to sort of wake up from the hibernation time, where we're getting into everything. We should do it sitting back in a sort of reflective way, looking at everything from all angles before we react, before we hop in, right?
I love that. And I love that because we are right now, especially the generations that are coming up, our children's generations, and the younger ones. We are cross between being, you know, a generation A, which is like alpha, and you know, they're go-getters, they're like honey badgers, if you will, please. And then say our children's age, I think our children are around the same age, who are a little more laid back. Not everyone, but some are a little more laid back, a little more like, well, everything is meant to happen right now in this moment.
Yes.
Oh, there goes the Hannibal. But everything is supposed to happen immediately. I expect everything to be chop chop. And that is going to be an issue as we move into the next coming, I'd say, 2 or 3 years, that idea that we are all owed something.
Yes.
Yeah, for those younger generations, it's going to be a little bit of a rude awakening. You and I have grown up with the boomers, right? So our parents are boomers, and so we've seen, we've seen them go through drought, so to speak, financially. We've seen them, come up, but luckily, you and I come from that place of knowing you have to work hard for everything, and
Yeah.
that yes, right now everything is at our fingertips. Technology makes it. I really have a problem if you don't text me back within 3 seconds of me texting you, Nancy. But I'm cognizant
It's
of that.
yeah, everything has to be immediate, right? And there's no such thing as, okay, give it a little bit of time. And that's
But you and I are cognizant of that. I feel like some of the kids in our children's age aren't. So they just assume that it should be immediate validation, immediate reaction. Whereas you and I can go, oh, wait a second, she's got a life. She's got to be doing something other than waiting patiently for Tara to text her. You know what I mean? I think the younger generations don't have at least that little bit of, we've come into it. They were born into it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
definitely a way of thinking. And we're all going to find our way to figure it out and adapt. But I do believe just that sort of patience, that sitting back and observing, it's going to allow things to unfold a bit more seamlessly.
I do too. And I really feel that the messages we're going to give today for January 2023 are going to be focused on what you need to know for moving all the way through. So you got your December one, which was like, how do we bounce into this? Now,
Yeah.
what are we kind of pushing through? What am I going to hold on to and say, yes, I'm riding that horse with focus on my mind through the rest of the, that kind of energy. So would you like to start, or would you like me to with Aries?
Sure, I'll give a start. All right, I'll just randomly pull a card. Okay. For Aries, you got sea turtle.
Oh, I love that card. Makes me feel like Nemo.
Yeah, or like I want to go to Hawaii.
Well, okay, we all have different
I love
visions.
Nemo. But sea turtle is all about protection. And this is just all about kind of what we're talking about. You got to go with the flow right now, right? And so what is it that rhythm, that harmony that you're going to flow along? And water is very much a theme. I just did the Wisdom Wednesdays and water came up. And it's all about going with the flow, the ebb and flow, but also washing away what no longer serves us and finding harmony within the current, finding harmony within that sort of balance while you have that team alongside you. And whether that team be your family, your friends, your spirit guides, whatever it is, you need to know that you're supported and protected right now and lean into that. So work towards the harmony, work towards the rhythm, work towards just, a camaraderie. And then that path is going to unfold, that perseverance, that sort of stoic, I've got this, just like the, excuse me, the turtles on that East Current flow, right? In Finding Nemo, just
Right?
ride the wave because the water's got you going this way. Don't try to fight it. Just lean into it, observe it. And it's going to make your month a lot easier, Aries. So I'm going to leave that with you.
Oh, good. Okay, Taurus, this is for you, baby. Oh, Starry Night, Acceptance.
Ooh.
This is a beautiful card. Now, this is a powerful card because there is a lot of energy that kind of focuses on be patient. You are patient. Be more patient. This is about sitting in that space and being like, okay, you know what? Acceptance can mean all sorts of different things. I don't have to accept it as something I would tolerate or do, but this is someone else's journey. So I am going to accept their choices, accept their, their decisions, and I'm going to do me and you do you. That's the way it feels for me. Night always represents to me that sense of closure. So coming into that space, it's a bit darker. It's a bit, the stars kind of show you the way, but you can sit in a little bit of that more, and dark is always that word that triggers people, but it is a darker energy. It's a nighttime energy, and it can have beautiful light guiding us. but you want to sit in that space and allow yourself to be patient, allow yourself to not go into that jealousy mode. There can tend to be that jealousy that can override things when we are trying to accept other people's choices or decisions. And sometimes that jealousy comes from a place like, you know what, I totally did that, and how come I'm not getting the accolades? How come I'm not getting seen? So just allow yourself to be in the night, let the stars guide you, let the light show you the way. Know that you can do you, and they can do them, and you can accept their choices without placing any kind of guilt on yourself, shame on yourself, or any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Any kind of expectation on yourself. Just because someone else does it, it's okay.
Nice. I
There
like
you go,
that.
Taurus, take it or leave it. It's okay.
Take it. I'm a Taurus.
I'll accept whatever you choose.
Okay, Gemini, for you, you got Penguin.
Oh,
Isn't that great? It's all about authentic on this card, and it's really about, and I see a theme coming. It's really about pulling that tribe in your times of need. It's about the family, the people that you call family, not necessarily even the biological. It's whoever is the people around you that support you, empower you, lift you up. Reaching into that authenticness of those relationships, reaching into that authenticness of your own uniqueness, your love, and what you have to offer the world. It's very similar to what Tara was just talking about, breaking free of expectations, right? If we can break that, just be ourselves and be our authentic, true nature. It doesn't really matter. I think one of the best things I ever heard, Tara, was it doesn't matter what other people think about me. It's none of my business.
yeah, I use that all the time.
Yeah, it's one of those things for Gemini this month. You know what? It doesn't matter. Just be authentically you, and whoever is meant to be around you will magnetically be attracted to you, whether that be in work, personal, professional, relationship, family, whatever it is that you are needing right now. Be yourself, and it's all going to start to unfold naturally. So I'm going to leave that with Gemini.
Beautiful. And the more natural it unfolds, the better it is all around for everyone.
Oh, yes.
Don't want to you don't want to trap it. You don't want to, kind of gather it. And, yes, no. Okay, let's go to Cancer. Cancer, what are we pulling? Oh, transformation. It's the butterfly spirit. So transformation is huge. And this one feels to me like it has a bit of a threefold. It has the cocoon. It has the opening. It has, it has all of this to it. And when I feel that, it's about endings, presence, and then future. So past, present, future. But endings is the word that comes to me, because we have to end before we can transform. We have to stop what we're doing and allow ourselves to move into this space of growth, right? And that's when we're in that cocoon and we are all like, hibernating and nurturing ourselves and building ourselves up. January is winter. February will be winter still. You should be in hibernation mode. You should be transforming. You should be self-loving, self-worthing, and you should be really feeding your soul, so that when you come out in spring, you blossom. You come out into that new sense. You know who you are, you know what you want to do, and you can excel at it. The best thing I can say about winter solstice, Cancer, is that this is where you hibernate. You take care of you. Like you're important. And this card saying that you're going to go through transformation, you're going to have change, means that you should be working on what that looks like for you. You want it to be easy. You want it to be effortless. You don't want to have to be putting in hours, overcompensating for, the little tiny things over here, and that you think are going to help you become the big thing over here. No. Just self-love, self-worth, see what you need to do and move into it.
Love that. All right. Leo, you guys got pronghorn, which is action. And this is really your time to act. Leos tend to sort of sit back and observe everything we were just telling everybody else to do. That's not your time. Now is your time to act. on everything you've been planting, those seeds, the garden that's growing. It's now time to sort of harvest it and start manifesting things that are going to start opening up for you. It's going to be an incredible month, because when you take that action, when you speak that authentic truth, your talents are going to be seen, your confidence is going to be seen, and it's going to be rewarded accordingly. So what is it you're focusing on, right? These guys are incredible jumpers. Jump on the opportunity, focus on it, move forward. It's that quick action using your keen sense of intuition, your GPS, that's going to really lead to your success for the entire month of January. So I'm going to leave that with Leo.
Ooh, I like that though. Your keen sense. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, Virgo, let's see what's going on, babies. Virgo, I hope you listen to Cancer, because we're back to butterfly and transformation. So again, I want to reiterate this. We are in winter solstice. We've celebrated Yule, so now we're actually in the solstice. Solstice is all about growth in yourself. You're not growing, I don't know how to say it. You don't want to grow a car. You don't want to grow, financial material things. You do, but that's not what we're talking about. You want to be focused on growing within yourself. That is truly what winter is about. It is, when I say hibernation, I'm not kidding you. Most people who follow traditions of the 8 Sabbaths will go into this hibernation mode. And sometimes we don't recognize we're doing it, but most of the time we don't recognize we're doing it because it's built within us. We know that this is our time, this resonates with us, this is what we do. So I want to say to you, Virgo, this is a perfect time to plan in January a one-night getaway for you. No one else. Don't bring hubby, don't bring wifey, don't bring boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, dog. Well, bring your dog. It always sounds good. But this is about you. Just Airbnb, bed and breakfast, whatever. You go there, you literally do nothing. Read a book, watch a movie, better yet, sleep, rejuvenate, reconnect, realign. What that does is, at the subconscious level, my gorgeous friends, it really, really allows you clarity. Why do you need clarity? In transformation, you got to know what you're changing from. What are you leaving behind? What are you becoming? And what are you going to do with that in the future? There we go.
Nice.
Thank you.
I love that. Libra, you guys got Tiger.
Ooh.
Fire. And tigers are unstoppable, right? The minute that they get that focus, the minute that they decide that they're going somewhere, there is nothing in their way. Think of prey, right? They're hunting, they're going for it. It's your time to choose to be unstoppable. I invite you to do that. This is the month to be that person. Stand in your own skin, stand in your own passion, your own power, and celebrate yourself and say, I am amazing. I am epic. I am powerful. And call on Tiger energy when you need that power, because they're going to be there. They're going to help you. They're going to support you and lift you up. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, and think of that fire. I mean, that comes from our bellies. That comes from our root and our sacral chakras, and bring it up into the rest of you and just go, I've got this. There's nothing standing in my way, because I am a mighty force. And that is what Tiger is bringing to you for your energy for the month of January. So I invite you to use it and call on Tiger.
Ooh, I like that though. I like that a lot. I always like Tiger energy though. Okay, Scorpio. I'm scared. Scorpio.
And for all those that are just tuning in for the first time ever to Spirit Scopes, that's because Tara herself is a Scorpio.
I am so Scorpio though. And you know, it's funny. I follow this little sheet here. I follow it because I can't remember all the zodiacs, and where they are. And it says on here that Scorpio has all these great, beautiful things, but jealous, resentful, compulsive, obsessive, secretive, and obstinate. And I was like, so then I went and read yours. So apparently we have a lot of traits in common. You're also jealous and possessive and resentful and inflexible, self-indulgent, greedy. I was like, good. Yes, Nancy.
Nothing like a Taurus and a Scorpio in the room.
Now, of course, I go for the negative stuff, but I mean, those negatives can be actually quite positive. You also have a beautiful, this is so you, patient, reliable, warm-hearted, loving, persistent, determined, security and loving. Like those are all words that really I can feel with you. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. So the card that I got for Scorpio though is activation. Now, for me, this is huge. It also says spirit guardian of spring, which makes sense. Spring is where we blossom. We're planting seeds in spring. We're doing all this stuff and then we grow. So, but activation is huge. So for me as a Scorpio, I was like, damn, yeah, that is what's going on with me. I'm popping. I've got teams happening. I've got all this stuff going on. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to lift up spirit and expand spirit to everyone. But for the other Scorpios out there, this is your time to get on it, whatever it is, babies, let's go. Because they are saying to you, you start, digging in and really planting those seeds and they're going to come to fruition, but you got to do it. You can't sit back. You can't be like, well, tomorrow, because tomorrow sometimes doesn't come. And well, that sounded very haunting.
No,
but
I think everybody will know what you mean.
I was like, well, my goodness. But honestly, tomorrow sometimes comes, 2 years after you wanted to do something. And at this point in our lives, and what I mean by that is the way the energy is, doesn't matter if you're 5 or you're 55 or you're 105, we want to be engaged. We want to be consistently moving forward. We want to be going forth without a shadow of a doubt. We want to get done what we need to get done because we will not feel fulfilled otherwise. We just won't. And no one wants to sit and lack anymore. My new thing is I'm not going to be small, right? No one wants to be small. We all need to be what we're meant to be, expanded.
Yes. I love that for Scorpio.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Nicely served and nicely taken. I like it. All right. Sagittarius, you guys got Hawk, Messenger.
Oh.
And you'll see too with the Hawk here, excuse me, there's also a sun. And this is really about not just the messages, but the powerful messages that are coming in. And are you listening? Spirit is sending you messages. Spirit is offering to help you. It's really about opening your vision to see the greater things that are happening. Hawk is one of the most phenomenal hunters out there. When you watch them, they're like a little helicopter. When they finally zoom into their prey, nothing can distract them. So what are you going to focus on this month? What is your intuition going to guide you towards? That you can open that vision and you can say, okay, these are my priorities. These are my wants. These are my needs. And like Tar said, go big. Don't set the bar low. Set your expectations and what is going to come to you high, because Spirit's on your team right now and they're working to manifest that. So lean into them, ask them for that help, and, let yourself soar to those new heights, right? When you can see everything from flying above way up here, it just changes the perspective so much. And it allows you to deep dive and focus on the things that are important. So I'm going to leave that with Sagittarius for January.
So true. And I love that deep dive, right? Seeing from the above. Okay, Capricorn, what do we have here? Let's take a peeky. And the card I got is upside down. Crystal Cave Trust. This is an interesting card because people always say to me, oh, do I trust myself? Do I trust others? How about you trust everything? How about you trust all? How about you trust that you'll know right from wrong, that you'll know the good from the bad, that you'll know? Being able to trust. And when I teach, and I'm sure, Nancy, you're the exact same way. When I teach intuitive development, when I'm facilitating that space, the number one thing I say to my students is, if you do not believe you can do this work, you do not trust you can do this work, then you won't be able to do this work.
True.
And that goes to every part of your life. if you do not believe that you can do what you're set out to do, you will struggle to do it. You may come to it at some point and get it done, but think about how beautiful it would be to not have to do all the procrastination, all the self-doubt, all that stuff, and instead just trust the process. You know, go with that flow, right? Back at Aries there, go with the flow. You can adjust and shift accordingly. That's the best thing. So if you trust the process and there's a hiccup in the process, that's okay, because that's your lesson and you're meant to overcome that hiccup. And your process, or excuse me, your trust of the process doesn't really change. You just have something that's been added to it. Take it as a flavor. Be like, okay, so I have to overcome this. Once I overcome this, I'll know how to overcome it every single time. So trust yourself. Trust what's going on around you, and trust that you can shift and adjust accordingly. There you go, Capricorn. You've got this.
Oh, love it. Aquarius, you got polar bear, mystic. Okay. I love this card. It has so much symbolism in it. And when I really tap into spirit and I say, give me a bit more messages about this. What is this about? When you look at a polar bear, what do you think? I personally, having just driven back from Saskatchewan, think of cold and challenges with weather. So you put these poor guys on an ice float and you say, hey, make it go. But that challenge makes them stronger, you know, within their solidarity, within their uniqueness, within their ability to thrive in a cold place that other people wouldn't be able to thrive. This is your message. Sometimes if you feel like you're alone on an island or you're the only one there, it's because you're showing yourself how to be stronger in your own space, in your own skin, in your own environment. And it's that old, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Lean into those lessons, lean into what is affecting and effecting you, right? Those are two very different things. Have faith that the adversity that you're facing is for a reason. So it's a lot like we were just talking about. Sometimes those lessons are presented to us so we can see and look in the mirror and go, I am strong. I am glorious. I do have this. I've learned that lesson. And then take the time to rest, right? I always think of them. They're so cute when they sleep on the little snow and you see, how can that happen? Anyways, I won't go on to polar bears, but it's time to sleep and dream and renew within that strength, within that solidarity, within that uniqueness and that individuality, and then come out of that and embrace yourself, embrace the gloriousness that is you, because you're going to carry that strength forward. So lean on the past, don't stay there, move forward and celebrate yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I'm awesome every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning. Leave that with Aquarius.
Okay, so here we go. This is the last one. It's for Pisces, and this makes me kind of laugh because we were right back to the transmutation.
Whoa.
So we're at the Phoenix. Now, this is a bit of a different card than the transformation cards. Okay, transmutation is all about the deep, deep, deep within ourselves. It is a portion within ourselves that we don't necessarily have a lot of control over. You know, in the metaphysical world, we talk about, you know, we are in control, we are empowered, goddess empowerment, woo, woo, woo. We talk about that, and that's about us doing it. But this is a little bit different. This goes down to a space of what's you know, deep within your DNA. It goes back to a place of doing even shadow work, and I hate that word so much. But going into those deeper places and looking at things and being, you know, okay with your new you. And the Phoenix represents ending and rising to the occasion. And mutation is actually a gene change within you. So when you look at this and you're like, okay, what the hell is she talking about? Am I changing within myself? Am I going to turn into Wolverine? No, not exactly. What I'm saying to you is that there is already work that has been done within you that's been waiting to pop, waiting to come out, waiting to shift within you. And now you are about to, Pisces, be able to access that and be able to use that. Part of you that's always been there just has been waiting for its opportunity. You're ending who you were and moving into something new and different, but powerful. And it's from deep within. It is not superficial. It is not, oh, you know, I was a doctor and now I want to be a, I don't know what I want to be. I want to work in Dairyland. I don't know. I Dairy Queen. I don't know. Why that was so hard for me. I don't know. But anyway, so it's not about you just changing like a career or leaving a partner or gaining a new partner. This is about something deep within your soul that is coming forth, coming out of where it's been, well, hibernating or hidden, and allowing you to have something new, therefore new beginnings. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Phoenix, rising out of the ashes, right?
Rise away.
Exactly. Nancy, I want to say to you, I'm so glad you're home safely. Thank you for letting Dory give me updates, her dog. That always makes me feel good and safe where everyone's safe. I want to say thank you to everyone for supporting us in the year 2022. Nancy and I managed to do all 12 months and it was spectacular. And we are here for you here in 2023. Nancy and I both have pages you can go and visit. We both are in the Spirit Essence Collective, and we are going to continue to work together because we work very well together. And we do have an event coming up online, February 10th, 11th, and 12th, and we're going to be working with Marnie Banks and Ricky Avitan, and it's going to be focused on the power of three, the collaboration of body, mind, and spirit, which is the real truth to how you're going to be able to move forward in your spiritual connection to your human self. And we don't know what that's fully going to look like yet, but we'll have it up sooner than later. As well as I want to invite everyone to join me the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of each month for Spiritually Empowered. It's going to be a live event that will happen on Facebook. It will not be recorded, more likely than not. Oh, yes, it will. My assistant is just coming into my head. I can feel her say, Tara, you're going to put it on YouTube eventually. So if you can't join me live, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. And it's going to be just 30 minutes, a place where you can ask me questions. I will do a little bit of an inspirational talk, a little bit of a meditation. And this will be your opportunity to say, hey, Tara, can you tap in for me? So if you want to be involved in that, you will go and look at the website, and do come and join Nancy and Ricky and Marnie and I for our events. And Nancy and I are also considering doing a much bigger event in March, which will be a full 4-month event. So again, stay tuned to us, follow us on our platforms. Nancy, what's your platform, baby?
Nancy Christine Brady at YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and my website.
Yeah, isn't that the easiest way to do it? What's your handle? Spirit Essence by Tara Diana everywhere. But do join the collective, though. The Spirit Essence Collective is a private Facebook group where Nancy goes in and she does the Wisdom Wednesdays, and I go in and do whatever it is that I feel like doing at the time. And it is a very beautiful place for like-minded people to share their inspirations, to share their spiritual practices and beliefs. So it is a great place to be. Nancy, as always, my heart to yours. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. And thanks, everyone. Come engage with us in the group. We have a good time over there.
We do. We have a good time wherever we are.
It's
If you're lucky, we'll invite you to one of our Christmas parties.
Oh, that's even more fun.
Oh, you have no idea, guys. You don't. Nancy, we will talk soon. Take care.
Sounds good. Thanks, hon.